Okay, no joke. We are live. Intuition of the Soul Tribe members, whatever you want to call yourself. We're just going to chit chat here for a minute, see if anybody joins us. And if not, we're going to go on with our live vibe of the week anyway. We'll pull some cards, we'll have some astrological things Kitty will share with us, that storytelling astrologer. And if you got a question or anything, this is your time, about the week. This would be your time to put it in the comments. Now, if you don't give Facebook or whatever that is permission, you're going to just show up as Facebook user, or like we like to say for short. Well,
FU.
think of the initials, FU.
FU.
So if you
So,
don't want to be an FU,
so I'm going to ask everybody out there to send my little Taver dog some healing. All of a sudden this evening, she's not acting herself. So hopefully it's just a temporary little thing. Oh, here's a Facebook user. Um, Marilyn, that's Marilyn.
okay, Marilyn, we won't call you FU.
So anyway, it's
Oh,
been
that's good.
it's been
Hi,
a it's
Sue.
been a wild weekend. I went to go away with a friend of mine and my husband, and we just went over and saw the other side of the coast. Just to have not really hung out in that vibe. Very cool area.
Yeah.
And came back across, in and out of signals, trying to do things. This whole night has been like, woo! So, and then the little dog starts acting funny. So, don't know if she
Aw,
ate
we're
something, don't
sending
know
some
what.
healing.
Send her some healing, yeah.
Yeah, we'll send her some healing. That's right. It's not a him, it's a her. So send little Tapper some healing. All right. Okay, well, it is 8:01, so let's
Hi,
get this
Amber.
party started.
Welcome, Amber. Let's go. We're vibing of the week. Okay.
Oh, puppy healing from Sue. Thank you, Sue. All the puppies need healing. Poor little
So,
guys. Okay.
my vibe, I think it has to do too with I've been rereading a book. Um, so that's always a part of it. But it really felt like the particular chapter, be impeccable with your word today. Really, and looking at what does that mean? And when I look at the vibe this week, it kind of all fits with whew, getting ready for that big lunar eclipse on the 19th.
All
So,
right.
and it's very early in the morning, so it's really the night of the 18th as the moon comes full.
Mhm.
We're going to be jazzing along. It's a very big lunar eclipse in Taurus. So,
Oh, so that'll be a great night for sleeping.
I think I'll be getting up to see
Hi,
the
Mary.
lunar eclipse. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
at 4:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the moon is full at 3:57 Eastern
Sabrina?
Standard Time. All of this is a.m. So
Okay. All
hi
right.
Sabrina, hi Mary. There
All
we
right.
go.
Are we ready?
We're
Want
vibing.
me to start, or were you gonna
No,
just
go
continue?
ahead, start.
Okay. All right. So, what I got, I will be taking pics. Somebody
That's
said. Yeah.
Stephanie.
Oh,
Stephanie, we
Stephanie.
don't have permission to show your name.
Yeah. So you're just FU, remember? Anyways, we got a lot of them. Ooh. Anyway, so get serious now.
Hi,
All
Kirsten.
right. So what I was feeling was it just feels like some really, well, Kitty was saying there's a lot of stuff going on, in the heavens kind of thing, that she will talk about. But what I was feeling was almost like a call to action, or there's like an undercurrent that is, not real positive right now, a little more negative, a little more lower vibration that seems to be out in the collective, which, whatever that means for you. Um, but so I feel like, and Kitty hit on that too about being impeccable with your word, because I got this sense stand strong in your resolve. What you believe, hold your light strong and radiant, and come from that heart center. Always come from that heart center. So whatever you're saying, whatever you're doing to your, saying to yourself or others as well, that it's coming from that heart chakra. It's coming from that center of your being, your heart, and you're shedding light on those situations, because I just feel like there's just a little dark undercurrent. So if we can be as bright as we can be, and I almost saw like all the light workers and joining, like linking, their arms and just being a force, and showing that light really bright to the universe. And think about if we all joined our arms like that, how brilliant that light would be. And so that's what it kind of feels like. And Kitty reminded me too, though, that even though you're joining arms and becoming as one and a force, also remember, though, your individual piece. And I think that's really important to say. So thank you, Kitty, for kind of giving me that reminder that you also have to remember your piece in this, and your gift, and how you're shining your light individually as well as a collective group for the collective out there. And light always wins. That's Amanda Ellis's favorite thing to say. Light always wins. Light always wins. And I have to agree with her, because I think it does. And so you're being called to share that light and to speak from the heart and be intentional with what you say with yourself and with others this week. So I'm going to pull some cards from Metatron, see what he gives us. Okay, whoops, that's a mess. Sorry, been shuffling forever. Okay, and let's see. Whoops, that one fell out. Okay, oh, all right. Okay, so these are the cards that he gave me for today. Number 14, boundaries, set them daily. Okay. And we get this a lot, but this does have to do with shining your light for the collective, but also being true to yourself. All right. So you need to set boundaries. You have to have those in order to be able to shine your lights. So, and I love this because the key is right in front of you as you walk through the archway out into that brilliant light. So, you have all the answers within. You don't need to, you shouldn't be baffled about this. You should just go within and know if you need to set a boundary with someone, you need to set a boundary with someone. They're not asking you to think about it. They're just telling you you need to do it. If that's what needs to happen for you, for your higher purpose, then you need to do that. And don't forget to call in your ancestors, number 34, appreciation and healing, okay? They're always with you, always, always with you. So this is about that too. If you're kind of feeling a little bit reluctant about those boundaries that you need to set, I think I do much better in the morning, Kitty. I'm a little tongue-tied at night. Sorry. Anyway, so call in those ancestors. Look at that really long line. And I even call in ancestors that I know about, but I've never met, because they're still part of my line. They're still part of me, So sometimes when I'm speaking to ancestors, I'll say those that I know, those that I've met, and those that I will meet someday. And so I call them all in, because if you look at that card, we're not just talking the ones that you've had the privilege of meeting. We're going back a long way. And number 4, letting go. Time for release. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know what Kitty's going to say, but I've been feeling this a lot. I've been feeling this energy a lot, and I feel like this energy, again, that's going to be kind of it's going to fall in with those boundary things too. You're going to need to let go whatever is not serving you. And again, draw some strength from your ancestors to do that if you need to. But it is a time for letting go. And I really have been feeling that energy a lot. Like in my dreams or in my meditations, I felt a lot of kind of release or things from the past coming up and going, why am I thinking about that? Why is that coming back? So it does feel like there is that energy of letting go, whatever that means for you, but it feels like it's a collective energy as well. So I do want to just real quick draw a couple of these light worker cards, and then I'll pass it off to Kitty, the brilliant storytelling astrologer.
Stop.
Hey,
Gosh.
hey, I'm just gonna say it enough so that it'll just come out of your mouth naturally, right?
Go
Right?
Sue, feeling the energies to being releasing as well as the midst of the manifestation cycle. You are right. We are coming to the end of this manifestation cycle. And
Yeah.
oh, Stephanie, you fixed it. Yes. And so we are beginning to shine the light on those releases. That's exactly what's happening.
Yes. Okay, so I
That's
love this next card. Trust the niggle. Trust the niggle.
mm-hmm.
So and like Kitty's smiling because I think she's got a niggle. It's kind of like an itch, but it's inside. It's not an external itch, it's an internal niggle. So trust that because the niggle feeling is trying to tell you something. I love that.
It is trying to tell. Yep.
So trust that niggle. So then that goes back to just trusting yourself. What do you know? Stand firm in your convictions, your beliefs. Come from the heart. Trust that niggle. And we are birthing a new age, dreaming a new world into being. I love this too. Kind of hard to see, but look at that. Birthing a new age. And if this couldn't be more timely, because I really, really feel, sorry, I'm trying to get it over there so you can see it. I really feel this is absolutely true. That we are birthing a new age and that we are coming into a new world and we want to be part of it. And we want to be part of it. We want to be part of the light that helps bring it forth. All right. And trust your path.
Now, there we go.
There we go. Trust your path. And you know what I love about this? It says, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And you are being supported. I just pulled the ancestor card. You can't be more supported than having those who love you, unconditionally supporting you. What would you do? Okay, trust your path. Do something bold. Do something maybe out of your comfort zone. Wouldn't that be fun? We like to kind of stay where we're comfortable. So maybe that little niggle is saying, hey, why don't you do this? And you're like, no, I can't do that. I'm sorry, I'm making voices here. But trust the niggle. Get out of your comfort zone. Do something. Shine your light. And I'm going to pass it off to Kitty and let her tell us what she's got for us.
Hello, everybody that's jumping on. Kit and Joanne and
Yeah,
Robin
hi.
and Stephanie. Yes, you did fix we can see it. And remember, if we don't see your name, it's because somehow you have to give us permission.
Yeah.
Um, there's so many things that relate to that. I love that card. We didn't get it for a long time, but the one with the key, where
Yeah.
you pick up the key to go through, and that is that impeccability. So if you've ever read the book The Four Agreements, they talk about four agreements. And the first one they say is to be impeccable with your word. And then if
Mhm.
you do that, which is all about your communication, how you communicate with yourself, how the light gets shown upon what it is you need to release, what it is you want to do, that all of the other ones kind of fall into place. And that's really kind of the message this week. It is about falling into place. So today was a day we could just kind of activate little sparks and changes in our structures. And that was that niggling, that exactly what you've been talking about, Amy. Tomorrow's a really interesting day because we have the ability to spark in that structure again how we wanted to get and focus in on what it is we want to change, because our relationship expansion and things tomorrow isn't in the cards, not in the stars tomorrow. About that determination. It really is about what is our structures, our communication, the things that we do that we can change as we look at this changing energy that is this Scorpion time of year, but as our moon shifts. And then later on in the week, we've got the self spark um, that is going to fire right up. We've got the moon working with our structures and changing them. We've got our expansion working in Pisces. It wants us to look and pull apart. I'm being shown, like, if you've ever seen somebody spin wool, and as they pull it apart and they
Mm,
pull it when they
yes.
spin it, that's kind of what we're doing this week. It's not an external thing, it's really getting those pieces out, combing the fur, finding the little pieces that you want to move. All those little things that are bothering you aren't so little. They're just kind of time to move on. And then, we're going to get to the night of the 17th, and the moon rituals, it's a really quite a building day of getting rid of what are we going to. So this week, just kind of look at it as, oh, this is going to be shown that I can release, or I can let this go, or I'm really stepping much more into that authentic self, because once we have this eclipse at a very critical degree, it's about wealth and it's about building. And so we got to move you can't build the structure of your new home on the ruins of the other piece, but it's more about getting all of
Right.
the little pieces out. And then, on that 18th, definitely the eclipse and stuff is very early in the morning of the 19th. So on the 18th, it's water, water everywhere. It's a very feminine day of receiving information, getting ready for that new moon. The 18th is not a big time to change, but it's just about the receiving. As a matter of fact, for the 18th, everybody right now, just take a breath and receive. Water, water everywhere. We've got our communication working in the background with spirit and water. We've got the earth, the feminine, working together with Pisces and spirit. We've got the moon working together in the background with communication, all in this feminine, receptive, looking at those things we want to change in our feeling world. And then with a lunar eclipse, which is at 4:02 a.m., it is actually at its peak in Taurus, but actually when it's completely partial, 98%. It's actually at void of course. So that means your own moon, your own personal feelings are going to step up on Thursday, um, that early in that morning. And you're going to be able to kind of transmute those with this great full moon that was in Taurus, all about the money, the health, the values. What is it I want to be? So for me, I guess that impeccable with your word is I'm going to be paying attention to what I communicate to myself and to everyone else. And really stepping back to say, what is it I want people to understand and be? And as we move on to this, after this lunar eclipse, it's really those next 2 days, especially Saturday, is this day of just settling in and having a chance to, again, look at your structures, look at the bigger epiphany. This next Saturday will be a day of things just waking up for you. Epiphany after epiphany after epiphany. It's a busy week, but it's a very personally busy week. We are holding a light with each other, but it is in a very concrete, spin the yarn the way you want to, make your story sound like the way you want it to sound. So, my feeling about the week is this, and accepting ourselves at a very, very deep level.
Yeah,
Unconditional means unconditional.
that's right.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
You
So,
are
anyway,
who you
so
are. All
that
right.
would be our vibe in the stars.
All
I
right.
may come on for the lunar eclipse. We'll see. We may maybe do a
At 4:02,
mutual broadcast. I don't. Maybe I'll jump on at 4:02 a.m. if anybody's going to be up.
I'm shutting off my
Craziness.
notifications.
I just might do it. I would love to
It
see it.
doesn't
So
matter. You'll ring me up anyway.
Sabrina says she'll take Epiphany. So yeah, I'll wake you up anyway. So
Yeah, so I
you're
feel
gonna be, yeah.
like,
So, and good chance in Florida is we'll see it. So because we
yeah,
have clearer nights. I
yeah.
know up north it's
Oh
kind of
gosh, anytime
little
there's
bit.
anything to do with the moon in Michigan, we never get to see it. So
Well, and I know that you guys have been getting snow. Robin's been
yes,
posting snow. It's
yes, yeah.
so
It's
I
that time of year.
just know that there's a whole lot of things being activated this week that you can activate. You can work with your expansion. You can pay attention to your structures, but step into that
Mhm.
observer. What can I weave? What can I make together? So
Love it. All right, guys, if you got any comments, questions, anything, we just thought we'd interact with you a little bit. Tell us we're crazy. I don't know.
so I'm gonna pull a card from what's becoming my one of my favorite decks.
Ah,
you know. So
I think
maybe I'm going to pull a card. Maybe what chakras can we be looking at this week? Oh, look what
that's
comes
a good
out.
thing. Mm-hmm.
55 leaders. Ground yourself, just what you were talking about. Amber mentioned it too. Ground yourself, your self care. But there it is 5 5. Leader,
Mm-hmm.
beginning and leader.
Yeah.
Just that's that root chakra way deep. 5 and 5, change and freedom.
Well,
Together it's 10.
55, that I see that number all the time. 555, 555, 55. That's one of the sequence of numbers I see all the time. So Sabrina's saying, was today's energy off or was it just me? Hmm.
What do you mean by off?
Yeah.
It's been a very high energy week. We're building to even a higher. It's Scorpio. It's always off in November. It's always about
Yeah,
changing and
today
adjusting.
felt, yeah, today, here's how it was for me. Oh, Joanne wants you to wake her up in the full moon. Um,
Okay, I'll wake you up,
for
Joanne.
me today was like what I wanted to do and what I had ambition to do didn't always happen. It was kind of like, oh, that's a great idea, but I never really got to it. I don't know. I kind of feel a little, I don't know what Sabrina's referring to, but
Well,
Mary says that
today's.
was great. Thanks. Looking forward to next week. I'm asking my ancestor to help my daughter who's hurting bad right now. Oh, sorry to hear
Oh,
that, Mary.
I am too. I am very. Um, there is a lot of things that are happening. So today's energy, though, Sabrina, was really about sparking our structures and change because it's about Pluto in Capricorn, which is change and structure, and Aries moon, trying to spark it, get it going, look at it, pull it apart, all of those things that
Well,
Aries
I
is.
sparked it, but then it was like a spark allure and it died out really quick. But I sparked it. I just couldn't get a lot of follow through with it.
As Joanne says, 55, have courage to change. And that's what this
Oh,
is
love
about.
that.
But remember,
Love
it's in
that.
the smaller pieces too. It's not, I've got to go
Mhm.
climb everything. Really is, there's looking at the energy, there's a hold back on changing personally big things. It's really about focusing your expansion. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I'm jumping from one thing to another. Yeah, that would be Aries. Um,
And that would have been what I was doing too. I totally understand that, Sabrina. That was kind of my day. Like I said, I'd get a spark, but then, well, I don't know. It wouldn't. It was just a spark. It needed to be more of a flame. It didn't stay with me very
I tell you, the ocean over on the other side of Florida was rolling today. Things were
long.
changing. People were pulling fish. It was cooler. So there's a definite change in the
Oh yeah.
energy. So
Definitely, you can feel it. Sue is looking forward to it, though. She says she is anticipating great grift and joy coming in. So she's feeling that building excitement. Oh, Sue, I love that. I love that. I love that for you and for all of us.
look at that. Play. Let's play a little bit this
Oh,
week.
what number is
And
that? 16?
that's 16. And of course,
Oh,
playing higher self, 11.
I love that. Yeah.
So, and we're kind of covering all these chakras here.
We're covering all the bases for you.
Yeah, but stay grounded.
Oh
Definitely
gosh,
stay
I forgot.
grounded.
I've got a before. I mean, I never got the spirit message cards. I was just passing it out to Kitty, but expect the unpredictable. I've heard that a lot too this week, Joanne. Definitely. A lot of surprising energy or just things you don't expect. So that's good to add that to the list for number 55. Expect the
Well,
unpredictable.
and on the
Like that.
18th, on the 18th, I would tell you that's that water. There's going to be just a lot of Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer kinds of energy with the Taurus, and because it's water and earth, it's feminine and
Mud.
little bit of mud. Um, that night, though, we have Nancy Nance on coming with Recover Your Joy on exponentially looking at your energy. So that would be a good way to deal with some of that. Come in this. So
Oh my gosh. And if you don't know who Nancy Nance is, which a lot of you probably don't, because I didn't know her either until we brought her on, to tape the little preview for our show. Oh my gosh, talk about energy. Woo! That girl's got it.
yeah, I just shared. We had Daphne on earlier, and I just shared her interview with Nancy on the page. So
Oh,
that.
you did? Okay, I haven't got
Oh,
that.
thank you, Joanne. I'm loving this energy so much. There is so much manifesting for all right now,
Mm-hmm.
as long as we're
Yes.
focusing it. Such
Yes.
a perfect day for the 18th, 1 year anniversary of my mother's passing. Sorry, Amber.
Oh.
Very feminine day. Yes, it's a very, very feminine day. That the 18th coming up this month. So
So the last spirit cards that I usually pull at the end of our vibe, but I didn't because we got to chatting, but it's okay. Patience is a virtue. All right. Patience is a virtue. I think we got this last week, didn't we?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're still saying, oh, and Kitty, this might be for you.
Yes. Oh,
Patience is a virtue. And I love this because you were talking about this too. Appreciate your
your
talents.
talent. Yeah.
Appreciate your talents. That's right. You guys are all wonderful, talented, beautiful souls. So appreciate that.
So Sabrina said she had a chart reading that comes to the email weekly. It said the unexpected surprise is going to basically be the catalyst of some childhood trauma being let go. Lines up with what you are all saying perfectly. It is.
Okay.
This is really an ancestral piece that's being let go. It's your structures, and it's
Yeah.
accepting all of your structures, good, bad, and different, and learning to be the observer in them. It's
Mm,
just a part of me, you know.
yeah.
And just the
Interesting.
next step on the in the four agreements is take nothing personally. And if you're
And
impeccable with your
seriously,
word,
if you've not read that book, you need to. I actually think that would be a really good book study too for us
oh, we're
because,
gonna do. We said
uh,
that was on our list. Yeah.
okay, well, sorry, I forgot, I guess, because I've read that book a lot. And I mean, not a lot, but I read it again because it's just so uplifting. And if we had more time, and I tell you the little story about remember my coworker?
Yes.
Kitty knows that story, but we'll
Yes.
save it for another
But
day.
basically, yes, it is mud, hosing off the mud on the path. It really is. It is just about what tools we have, what tools we need. Tonight, for me, I don't know how anyone else is feeling out there. It feels like, it was kind of a busy,
Hmm.
sparky day, and it's just time to chill in going into dreamland tonight. So,
Right. It does kind of feel that like that little dreamy because that's why I can't talk because I feel like I'm almost in that, in that dreamy state. Apparently I'm much better in the morning. At least I can find my words, but I'm just kind of like, yeah, there was a lot of sparking today and a
yeah,
lot of just
today,
going in different directions. And now it just feels, yeah,
and now
it's
it
all
is
winding
about
down.
pulling in, really getting ready
Mhm.
to get ready,
Uh,
um, let go, focus on what's working, what's not working, and move on. So, but be impeccable. The word impeccable I had to
yeah.
look up again, you
Oh.
know, doing
Hmm.
my best at all times and, with my actions and what I do.
And don't take it
And
personally. That's another one of the
yeah,
four.
don't take it personally. And that those two really tie into that whole thing we've been, when we had Jen Jarasp and looking at
Yeah.
Byron Katie about your judgments. This week is a good week to look at. I love the idea that judgments cause suffering. And, if I
Hmm.
can let go, what would happen if I let go of that feeling? Oh, she's doing that because what if I let go of that? I
Hmm.
think that this weekend I did a lot of that. I could just let go of that.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Or I
Just
love
start
where she
feeling.
said, is that true? Is that really true? Because we go right to that, yes, it's true. And then when we stop and we ask ourselves, is it really true? Then that kind of makes you take a little step back, pause, reflect before you react or respond. So,
Yeah, well, that's exactly what that second part is. Then you don't take it personally because
right,
if you don't know what the
right,
truth is, it's not personal. So
right.
it's really on the
Yes.
other person. So,
And
and
what's
then
the
again,
fourth one? What's the
make
last?
no assumptions and do your best.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Make no
So,
assumptions
well,
and do
and
it.
make no assumptions goes right into your judgments. Do I
Exactly.
really know why they're doing it? I can
Exactly.
have a great story in my mind, and then when we let go of those stories, because we look at our own
Mhm.
stories, it's like, oh,
And what
perhaps
I
there was
love so
something.
much about that book is its simplicity. I mean, it's like seriously, these are really, really simple concepts that you should be doing and practicing, but it's there for you, kind of like right in your face. But the simplicity of this
See
whole
how
book,
big it is?
yeah, I just love it. Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but
and if
anyway,
you haven't got your other book from Avalon to Aurora, did I say that right or is it backwards?
the other way around.
Okay, from Aurora to see West, I keep kidding around. From Aurora to Avalon, um, I started reading mine. If you have you can get the hard copy or you can get it on Kindle or whatever you need to do. But I've started reading it and it's really fascinating. It's really fascinating.
We're
So,
going to be putting out a list of the books we're going to be covering, several
yeah.
written by several members. Sue, um, Daphne. We will do 4 agreements. We're going to try to lay out for the next 6 months so people, if they come across the book or want to read
Yeah.
them, um,
Mhm.
and then just a book discussion, just another way to take a look at and a way to connect with
Yeah, I
people
love
that's
that.
open to anything.
Yeah.
So,
Love that. It'll be fun. It'll be
it'll
fun
be
to
fun.
get everybody's what's good about it is just to get everybody's their interpretation of it. Because everybody's gonna see it in a different way based on their experiences in life, you know?
Mhm.
But so that's what's cool because something that maybe you didn't see in it or pick up on that someone else talks about, you go, oh wow, I never looked at it that way. So I love, reading it and then having the discussion on it and then especially the book about with Jeanette, right? Jeanette Bureau,
Mhm.
not Gino. When I put them together, anyway. Yeah, hopefully she might even come back, and we might even be able to pick her brain about some of the things we read. So you definitely want to be part of that book club. It'll be a lot of fun. And it's getting to be that time. Robin knows she's got way more snow probably than anybody else, unless you live in Alaska or Canada like her. Um, it's that time of year where you can settle in with a book and it just feels like.
Mary's got her book and stuff. Yeah, this is kind of a week that feels like
Oh my gosh, she lives in your hometown?
that's
Wow.
cool. Um, you know, where we're going to be gathering as we take and we spin those yarns this week. We're going to be there's some magic available. I don't know what it is about this week, but I'm feeling like when you're spinning, pull that magic in for yourself. Focus on yourself for
Yeah.
that spark, because you're going to
Mhm.
have a day to build, and you've got
Right.
this great feminine receptive energy, so things
Mhm.
are coming to you.
Well, that's kind
So
of goes along with the niggling. I mean, like you said, it's like a magical thing. Do something magical for yourself, or do something fun, or do something that you ordinarily maybe don't allow yourself to do or want to. So yeah, that little niggle feels like goes along with that magic piece. For me, it feels that way.
right, and we're also going to be doing Sandra's book. too. So,
Yeah.
um, we're going to try to feature members' books, so we can support and build
Yeah.
with each other. And
Yeah.
so I'm just feeling like you
Well,
know.
that's good because when she first got on here, I told her to go splash some cold water on her face because I needed her to perk up. But you know what? She's perked
I want,
up.
yeah, I want to thank you all for your energy because I was like,
Yeah. Thank you for your
you
energy.
know, very, very much for your
Yeah.
energy. So we've got
Yes.
some expanding things coming. I hope you had a chance to see Stormy Grace this week.
Oh my gosh.
She
Love
was
that lady.
marvelous. We just have had marvelous
And
people.
check her out
Hopefully
on
more.
YouTube just to hear her. If nothing else, check her out on YouTube. She has weekly forecasts for the collective. She also does monthly forecasts for your particular astrological sign. And I think she said they're doing something, and I think it's free, but it's some kind of consortium around 2022. So I think you can go to
It's her
that.
academy, and if you haven't had a chance to go look,
Mhm.
I've been watching some of them about midheavens and different things for the academy. Oh, I love that Mary.
I
She's
did too.
she said, speaking of magical, I admit I rolled my eyes a bit at the dragons last week. We all
Yeah,
have our, you know.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
however,
sure.
I asked mine to help me with the pain in my back. I have felt that no pain since. No kidding. Yes,
Oh,
we never
good.
know what comes back to go. Hmm. You know. And
All right. So, does anybody want us to pull a card for you for this week? Put it down there in the comments.
yeah, I only have about 20 minutes.
Yep. I mean, well, I don't know. There's only like 8, 9 people on, so it shouldn't take too long. We should be able to whip through. Okay. So let us know. Then we know who we're pulling a card for. Sue. Sue's up. Sue's up. All right,
Look
Sue.
what I got. Master Teacher
Yay.
38, which is 11. And we know
Oh,
that you're working on this course, and it's a course with shadow work. So that's a master kind of course to take.
all right, Sue. What I got for you was Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, and Teacher. What did
Oh,
Kitty
look at
just
that.
say?
Two
Teacher.
teachers. Come on.
There you go, Sue. That is definitely the energy for you. Work on that. You are
Okay,
a master teacher.
Kit is the Facebook user, Amy.
Okay.
So I got for you. Oh, look at this! Can't make this up. So this is third eye color. This is career change, and 7 is about inner work. You're getting ready for whatever you see as your career to change and step into, which we know is exactly what you're doing,
Wow.
and getting all
Okay.
your tools
And I
ready.
had 2 pop out for you. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Look at that. Dance with life. Okay. So that's a beautiful card. And the other one was Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So whatever you're doing, it's happening. You're creating heaven on earth and be joyful. Dance and feel good about it because whatever is happening, it says it's happening. Okay, who do we got next? You're welcome.
Marilyn.
Sue.
Marilyn, and I got Marilyn 9. 9 is completion. And this is in the
Oh,
sacral chakra. This is that ultimate survival creativity. What are you stepping into, Marilyn, that you are completing one cycle and starting a new? And of course you're in, because that's what 9 is. That's that, you know, orange sacral. And I'm hearing there's an ancestral component because my back
okay,
is all
stop. Stop,
tingling.
stop, stop. Keepers of the earth, you're not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you.
Okay, so and I'm talking about my back. So there you go,
Can't
Marilyn.
make that up. Can't
Can't
make that
make it
up. What a
up. You
beautiful
watched us
card.
do it. So,
That's right. Those
all right,
ancestors are right.
Sabrina,
Sabrina.
I got 2 for you. There's a listening truth, and it comes the fact that you intuition. That
Okay.
is red. It is in the root of who you are, and
Oh,
it is
brother.
6 with exuberance. And by the way, 6 and 3 are both galactic numbers. Listen to that truth. That is it. It's root chakra level intuition.
All right. Was this Sabrina? I got Star Mother. And I got How Can You Mother Yourself? This is
Oh
about
my.
you and mothering yourself and taking care of yourself. So if you've been putting yourself last, it's time to put yourself first, baby. All right, who's next?
It is Robin, and I got 77 spiritual career.
Ooh,
And this
that
is the
sounds
throat
good.
chakra blue. This is a you can't boy, it does not come over. This is an aqua color.
Yeah,
It does not
it
come
looks
over.
aqua.
Oh, it does because it looks
Mhm.
light blue when I look at my camera. But 77, so of course that's 7 times 11, 14, 5. It is freedom.
Mm,
Spiritual career. I've never pulled that card. That's a beautiful card.
mm-mm. Okay, Robin, I got inner temple, devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. Tune into the portal of your heart. I love that. Look at how beautiful that is.
For a spiritual career, you're going to need that.
You got to tune into
I
your
love that.
heart.
I
What is
love the
it that you
picture on
want? How
that
do you want
card.
it to look? What?
Love the picture on that card.
I know, that was beautiful, wasn't it? Was that everybody? Did we have more?
I think that was everyone. Did we miss anyone? We'll wait
Is
just a minute.
Stephanie still on? I don't think we pulled one for her.
I don't know if she's still on.
Okay. All right.
Joanne left.
Yeah.
Anybody
Mhm.
left? Is Mary still on? Did she leave?
Oh yeah, we didn't pull them for. Oh gosh. Well, if Mary's still on, we could pull them anyway. Because I got some jumpers. Oh, there she is. Yes. All right, Mary. I got 3 of them that came out.
Oh, and we got Catherine on. So
Okay.
you missed me, Catherine. So Mary,
Yeah.
balance. Look at that. 7 and 6, 13. And this is pink. So this is the high heart.
Ah.
Ooh, wow, when I said that, I just went like this,
Ooh.
whoosh. So this is the
Wow.
high heart. This is soul energy. But boy, that was like I can't describe it. I kind of went, whoa.
Yeah.
So now,
Oh, kitty.
that's something new coming in.
Okay. And I got deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. This is a beautiful card. Look at that. Retreat, rest, and be held. And to top off what Kitty said, I got awakening, energetic upgrades, and a new way of being and integration. So when Kitty felt that, this is confirming that there is a
Look at her floating. Yeah. And mine was
integration
bumping.
and new ways. Oh, there, can you see it? Is that better? Mm-hmm. There we go. And then the third one I got for you was I got this for someone else too. I don't remember who it was, but it was dance with life. Do something to change your energy. So again, it's about being joyful. It's about, changing that energy, but you do have an awakening coming on. So perfect. Love it.
Mary said she saw me. Boy, I felt it too. It was like, woo.
And I just confirmed it with my cards that yes.
All right, Catherine. Ooh.
Catherine.
Divine, masculine, feminine, king and
Ooh,
queen.
I love that.
And what's interesting is even though this is a sacral chakra card, I can see the yellow coming out in this about the solar plexus and that there is a change coming. And this is the throat chakra. So what divine, masculine, and feminine, Catherine, with the throat chakra? Wow.
Okay. And I got great.
That feels like somebody's coming to see you very soon, too.
Oh, Kitty. And this is what I got. Break the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. Right? Rewriting the future. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So yeah, Kitty.
Something's coming.
Yes, and you're going to be rewriting the future. I love that. And healing. It said healing as well. I love that too. All right. All right. I think we got everybody. Ooh. And if we
I pulled
didn't.
one for you, Amy.
Okay, I just was thinking the same thing, Kitty. Get off of my head.
You got number 13.
Yeah.
This is the purple.
Mm.
Focus. Oh, along with higher education. What? Focus on your higher education. And of course, this is the high heart. And this is the purple.
Love that. Love it, love it, love it.
Focus, very pretty.
And that's exactly what I needed. I didn't have today. I
Focus,
did
yep.
not have the focus, but I get it. Oh, and Kitty, I got yours is the Council of Light, Divine Orchestration, Helpers in the Subtle Realms. Can you see that?
That's beautiful. Look at that council.
Yeah. Isn't that nice? And of course, you got more than one too. It came out Soul Family. So this is really interesting because you got the Council of Lights, and then you also got the Soul Family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone.
Hi,
Call,
tribe. I
call
think I
in your
started this.
tribe. So you got the Council of Light and your tribe. So they're just telling you that you don't have to do it alone. I really think that's the message. And trust your path. So
I could tattoo that one on me
trust your
personally.
path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So that niggling, you might be having some of that.
If you knew, what would you do?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
knew, what would you do? I love that because if you knew you were supported, and guess what? You are. Everybody is, you know? And who are you supported by? Well, it looks like your soul tribe and your light council. So you can't get better than that, Kitty.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you all out there, if you see this, that when you set up your moon ritual, that you remember us all here at IOTS to put letting go of any things of all of our friends here so that we meet. Because I like what Amy had to say. When we are holding that space together, we are holding it for the collective and we hold it for ourselves. And vice versa. When you hold it for yourself, you hold it for the collective. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that's really good.
Okay.
This is kind of a fun night. I had no energy. Now I got all kinds of it.
Oh yeah. Well, I know. I'm looking at my pedometer and I'm thinking I didn't quite get all my steps in,
The
and
moon. I
so
like that, Catherine. The moon thingy again. The 19th, but it's very
oh,
early in the morning. It's 3:57
eh,
a.m. is the full moon, and the lunar eclipse is 4:02 a.m. Eastern Standard
I was
Time.
gonna say that might make a difference where you're at.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
So
Right.
actually, some people it's going to be on the night of the 18th then,
Yeah.
because they're behind. Anybody who's
Hmm.
more than 3 or 4 hours behind us is
Yeah.
going to it will happen on the 18th, but mostly it's most of the world is the 19th, but
Yeah.
and it lasts for its influences last for 3 months, so it's a powerful
Hmm.
thing to kind of notice what happens. So um,
I'm with you, Kitty or Sue. I'll see it in my dreams unless Kitty wakes me up.
I'm waking her up. She knows I'm gonna wake her up anyway, so
Yeah.
you're an hour
Oh, keep
ahead,
an
so
hour ahead.
yours is going to be 5:02, and
Oh, that's a little
so
more reasonable.
yeah, you could get up even later to go do that. So,
Exactly.
but no, I'm sure I'm going to be zinging around anyway because it's a Taurus moon and it's at that 26 degree,
Mm.
which is an important degree in Taurus.
And I'm
So,
a Taurus, so I'm sure
and
I'll
just
be up
know
too.
Taurus is in charge of the second house, and that's the house of values. So,
Hmm.
if this week, as you're looking at all those little pieces, it is connected to your values, it is
Yeah.
connected to who you see as your authentic self.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
and what can I let go of and what do I hold on to? That's that
Yeah.
whole 11 vibration. So,
Yeah.
um, it was it. So,
It'd be pretty
anyway,
powerful, I think. And I think that yeah, there's a lot of
you hearing things?
yeah. It sounds like someone's walking around. But it sounds like they're like walking around. I'm on the second floor, of my
It would be
house.
her roof.
And that would be my roof. I don't hear it now that I mentioned it. Okay.
All right. So,
Yes, I'm with you, Mary T. I hope that it's clear that night, but I never really count on it in Michigan, and just I'm surprised if it is.
yeah. So,
But that's all right. I enjoy the pictures that other people get and the moon pictures and stuff. that people post, because if I don't get to see it, I just live vicariously through those pictures. So
All right.
I don't think it's rodents on the roof because I'm up too high. I don't know how they get up there. And our roof is really high and it's really steep. Coonlet. Okay, that's just really weird.
Of course, I'm an elementary school teacher. Santa. So,
You know what? That's exactly what popped in my head. It's Santa.
spirit.
Oh,
Spirit.
because Bo, my 2.5-year-old grandson, is so into Santa right now. Good Lord. I think it is Santa and all his 8
Uh,
reindeers.
Thank you, Robin. That's very lovely.
Yes, thank you, Robin. All right, well, I guess we've rambled enough. We've listened to ourselves
Anybody have a
talk.
question? Anybody have a comment? We really appreciate you all.
Oh,
Um,
you heard that one, Sue? I have no clue what that is because it sounds like something really heavy, though. To make that kind of noise, it would have to be really, well, yes, it is really loud. So
so,
a little bird or a rodent wouldn't make that kind of noise.
all right. So I'm
Anyway,
good. We're gonna go. We love you all, and we will hope
yeah,
to see you Thursday. Get If you're going to be in the book group, you want to get that ordered and read because it starts in the beginning of December, so it gives you
yeah.
enough time to read it. Like I said, we're going to be having quite a
You
few
know what? And
audience
I feel like
books.
it's a pretty quick read. It goes, it's very interested. The chapters are very manageable if you can sit down and do a couple of them. So yeah, it's yeah. All right.
Aloha,
Vibe of the
oi.
week live. All right. Aloha. Oi. We'll
We'll
see you
see you
guys
later.
soon. Have a
Bye.
great week. Bye.